This is how the full moon in Aries on October 6th is going to affect you based on your sign. And you should watch your rising sign, which is the sign that rules the first house in your birth chart. If you don't know what your rising sign is, you can easily find out on the Starla app, which is linked in my bio. Aries, so this full moon is in your sign, so this is a big one for you. It's really making you think about your identity, how you kind of present yourself to the world, and it's a time where you're letting go of old versions of yourself, old expectations that people put on you that aren't what you truly want to do, and you're really reconnecting with yourself again. The fact that the ruler of this full moon is Mars, and Mars is in Scorpio, means that you are cutting out unhealthy attachments. You are letting go of the need to kind of hold on to something for comfort. You are growing as a person, and this full moon will remind you that you don't need anything that was holding you back from the past. You don't need anything to keep you in your comfort zone. You have Aries energy. You are meant to be somebody who does things first, somebody who takes risks. And this full moon is going to remind you of that. Taurus. So this full moon is bringing to your attention limiting beliefs, things that are holding you back. There could have been tension lately between you needing rest and then you pushing ahead and having to work. Since the ruler of this full moon is Mars, and Mars is in Scorpio, this is also tying in your relationships. Maybe you've been putting in too much effort for someone else and not taking care of yourself. So this full moon is going to remind you that taking care of yourself, spending time alone, is your number one priority. Gemini. So this full moon is asking you who supports you, the people that you surround yourself with, your friends, your community. Which ones are good for you and which might be holding you back. You are maybe questioning if you're spending time with the people who truly support you, who make you feel the most alive, the most passionate. And you could even feel tied down by responsibilities tied to your friends or tied to a group or community you're part of. So this full moon is reminding you to prioritize yourself again and prioritize the people that truly support you and put in the same amount of effort into the friendship or relationship that you put in. Cancer. So this full moon is kind of asking you to let go of a fear of taking it to the next level in your career, a fear of being in the spotlight even, a fear of being a leader. You are trying to balance your responsibilities at home with your family and your emotions, and then your goals, your career or what you're working on right now. This full moon is asking you to express yourself, to follow what feels good, follow what you're passionate about. You are ready for this next chapter. You are ready to be seen more. So this full moon will remind you of that, and will remind you of how, powerful you can be, and how sometimes risks lead to rewards for you. Even though you might be used to and more comfortable with staying in your comfort zone, this full moon will show you the positives of taking a risk. Leo. So this full moon is helping you break free from a mindset that's holding you back. You lately might feel torn between focusing on the details, the small things, the steps you have to take, and then focusing on your end goal and the bigger picture, which can feel conflicting because you don't know which to focus on. But you're realizing that your mindset needs to be something needs to shift, and it can be definitely tied to your home, your family, your experiences in the past, because the ruler of this full moon is Mars, and Mars is in Scorpio, which is activating the part of your chart related to family and home in the past. It could be on a deeper level, you letting go of a generational pattern or a mindset that's been passed down through your family that's no longer fitting, that's going to allow you to expand and grow in a new way. Virgo. So this full moon could highlight any tension or imbalance between the give and the take in your relationships, the effort that you put in to not only romantic relationships, but business partnerships, any close relationship or friendship. There is also this energy of, since Mars is in Scorpio and Mars is the ruler of this full moon, this is tying back into your communication and expressing yourself, standing up for what you want, expressing your boundaries, expressing your needs. This full moon is reminding you to do that. And when you do that, it kind of allows you to take your power back or solve any problems you've been having where things are not balanced, where you are putting in too much effort and not getting it back. Libra. So this full moon is a moment where you might be letting go of a relationship or a pattern in a relationship that doesn't align with you anymore, because it's Libra season right now. You are realizing who truly supports you, who makes you feel confident, and who drags you down, or the relationships and friendships where you are pleasing people and not focusing on you. This full moon is shifting that. This is also tied to Mars, because the ruler of this full moon is Mars. Mars is in Scorpio right now. So this is tying back to your self-worth, and you are valuing yourself on a new level. And also anybody that you let go of, or any patterns that you let go of in your relationships during this full moon, can lead to more money coming in, more financial stability for you, because it's like telling the universe that you respect yourself on a whole new level. Or it's like you're allowing, by setting boundaries or by speaking up for what you need and what you want, it's telling the universe, you know, what you want. My light just went out. It made me lose my train of thought, but it's basically like your moment to claim your power again and notice how much value you bring. And this is going to naturally tell the universe, and it will respond in a financial way too, because it's tied to your second house. Scorpio. So this full moon is, first of all, it's allowing you to let go of unhealthy patterns. You might have been going through like physical stress or mental stress, or feeling really busy and overworked, and this full moon is putting an end to that. This full moon is also ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Scorpio right now. So this is showing you that this is a big one for you. It's really tied to your identity, your sense of like purpose. And so this full moon's reminding you that there is some shift that you have to make to get to that next level that you want to get to. Mars is really making you determined to make changes right now. But to do that, you have to make sure you have balance in your daily life, and that you're taking care of your mental and physical health, as well as, you know, taking care of your work and not spending too much time just focused on, you know, work, or too much time kind of locked away on your own. You need balance. Sagittarius. So this full moon is asking you, are you making enough time for fun? Are you making time for what brings you joy? Or are you spending too much time worrying about other people and what other people expect from you? This full moon is also tied to maybe some suppressed fears. Maybe there's something holding you back from fully experiencing joy or fully pursuing a creative hobby. Like something could be holding you back here, and this full moon's allowing you to release. There could be like a sense of closure, like a pattern is finally being broken that's allowing you to feel more comfortable being in the spotlight, and especially expressing your creative side. Capricorn. So this full moon is asking you, what do you need to let go of? My light just went out. What you need to let go of to allow yourself to take it to the next level in your career, to take it to the next level when it comes to reaching your goal. There could be possibly pressure from your community or from the society about how to handle something with your family, how to handle something from your past. But truly, you're the only person who knows the best way to handle this. By dealing with, you know, whatever it is from your past, dealing with issues with family or whatever it is, you're allowing yourself to take it to the next level in your career and get to your long-term goal faster. Aquarius, this full moon is allowing you to let go of limiting beliefs, old ways of thinking that are not allowing you to reach your full potential. This is a full moon that's allowing you to have a more optimistic mindset. The ruler of this full moon is Mars. Mars is currently in Scorpio. So this is also tying to your career. There's something, maybe a limiting belief related to your career that's coming up that you are meant to let go of, because you're expanding, you're growing this part of your life. You have more to offer society, and this full moon's unlocking that. Pisces, this full moon is reminding you how much value you bring. It's going to ask you to notice any parts of your life where you're not valuing yourself, or where other people aren't like valuing you in the way that they should be. You could be confronting patterns around being dependent or feeling the need to be in control. And by doing this, by allowing yourself to confront these things, to confront your shadow side a bit, you are unlocking a whole new perspective, because the ruler of this full moon is Mars. Mars is in Scorpio, lighting up your 9th house. So by confronting these things, it's allowing you to grow in a whole new way.